So this week's project is the seat pan. What I'm doing is I got the frame basically cut to where I want it, and the rear back section is missing a piece on the back. It just has two bars coming straight out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this here. This used to be the old bar that went on the back, and when this is on, it sticks the fender way over the back tire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down. I've got it marked where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to clean up the edges, and I'm going to put it back in and shorten it up probably a good 4 inches. Then I'll weld it in place instead of having it bolted in like they used to have. Then after that, I've got some cardboard over here. I'm going to make a template for the seat and start making my seat pan. Now my seat pan, I'm going to use this piece of aluminum right here. And I'm going to actually kind of do both aluminum and steel to make the pan because, well, you know, it's what I've got. And I need to thank the County of San Bernardino for donating this piece of aluminum for my motorcycle project. It's really nice of them. I'll make sure that I treat it well. I appreciate it, San Bernardino. Anyhow, after that, once that's all cut out, I'll make a tray for the battery box, and we'll go from there. I'll probably have a couple different videos going today, so this is just kind of where I'm going to start. I'll show the patterns I make with the seat. I'll show me shorten that up, things like that. So, here we go. Okay, seat section. As I was saying, the way I have the frame cut, got all the tabs and stuff off of it. I still need to clean it up with the grinder, get all the extra pieces off where parts and pieces were. But this is the piece I was talking about earlier. What I need to do, it used to sit way out like that, and what I'm going to do is shorten it up so it should sit, I'm guessing, about like that, and then I'll start the pan, making it with a cardboard template first. So I'm going to get to work on that, and I'll show it once it's shortened up and in position. So I got the rear hoop in, ground it down, and got it sitting where I want now. So now the whole back half is done to where I want it. I'm going to start grinding the edges and start making my seat pan now. So we'll make some video of that here next. So I got the rear tail section of the frame all cleaned up and ground down, got all the tabs off of it, got everything nice and smooth, got all the welds ground down from the previous tabs I didn't want. And the only thing I've gotten done so far is the rear tail section. I got the rear bar in position where I want it. It's coming along good. It's kind of funny. Doing just this section probably took me 3.5 hours to do. And you know, you watch those shows on TV where they build bikes and things like that, and I think it's kind of funny. The one thing they don't show is how much labor actually goes into something. You know, like when you watch American Chopper and you see Rick take out a couple pieces of metal, pound them with a hammer, and 15 minutes later he's got a gas tank. When realistically that probably takes, you know, a few days to build. The only thing I think it's even funnier is watching these guys pull parts out of a box and bolt them on to a frame that's never been used, so on and so forth, and call it you know, a piece of art. That's probably the reason why I like Jesse James's work, is because, you know, he'll take an old beat up frame and make it cool, but you know, still they don't show the amount of time actually involved to build one of these things. And you know, it's kind of a reality check right now for me, putting this thing together. So I don't know if I'm going to get my template for the seat pan done today or not. If I do, I'll post it. But progress is coming along pretty good, just, you know, a lot slower than I anticipated. But next up, make my cardboard template for the rear tail section.